Yo, what's up, It's your boy Domuto. We're back with another video. Today we're watching Salad Saiyan, where the Goku had Frieza's potential. Today we're watching part 9 and part 10. I'm almost done with this story, so let me know. I need some suggestions of the next story you want me to watch or whatever. I'll find one to check out from somebody else. But let's get into it, man. Let's get into it, bruh. Oh shit, we got Broly now.
But it's strange. It's like kind of what he's seen with Goku, Gohan, and Goten. Something about the Saiyan's power. It's unbridled. And even just as the fight begins, he knows Broly's insane growth. But there's a big difference between him, Goku, Gohan, and Goten. Vegeta can't really gauge it too well because he's only been fighting Broly for a few minutes at this point, but he can see that Broly does have amazing potential, although he doesn't know how to control it, and it seems a lot of his power is derived from anger. At first, he thought he was facing an opponent just like Kakarot, but he comes to see that Broly's actually pretty different, and he might be able to work with this. Unlike Kakarot or his kids, Broly can't control that power, and he still has a long way to grow to even be on that level. But if his power comes from rage, well, they just need to make sure Broly doesn't get too enraged. Nappa powers up, joining the fight with Vegeta. The two of them are in Super Saiyan 2. They also have access to Super Saiyan 3, but they're not using it at the moment because they're not really too well practiced with it. They still have to work out the flaws for that, but for now, Super Saiyan 2...
Why they got Vegeta training with the guys, bro? They holding.
Well, at least they think so. As the fight continues,
at least have a guy for him.
Is going to grow more and more. And now it's getting kind of concerning. And even mid-battle, Vegeta begins to think, all these other Saiyans around him, they grow so insanely quickly. Of course, they all are basically mutants in this scenario, but with the big ratio of mutant Saiyans to just him and Nappa, the normal ones, it makes him think, maybe they're the ones that are abnormal. Maybe these are the normal Saiyans, and they're just the ones that are disadvantaged. Why is it like that? No, that can't be the case. It just has to be a major coincidence that both Broly and Kakarot are like this, which actually is the case. They also do have Paragus as a way to judge it. He's like a normal Saiyan. So this does reassure him that it's just a very weird coincidence. Otherwise, all the other Saiyans would have been strong too. Alright, that's a relief. Vegeta didn't want to think he was inherently weaker. Jokes aside though, they start having a bit of a tough time with the battle. Super Saiyan 2 is strong, but not really enough against Broly here, even with the two of them combined. They're gonna need something more. Thankfully, someone else joins the battle. Actually, they sense two powers, but only one of them actually joins in. It's Gohan and Goten. Gohan's watching from the sidelines. He will help if they need, but really, he wants to use this as a test for Goten. He's returned to Earth for a bit, and does want to see how Goten's gonna perform here. He jumps between planets due to his responsibilities, and for now, he's here at the right moment. Goten tells the two other Saiyans he's got this, which is pretty shocking to Broly and Paragus because this kid jumps in and says he's gonna fight Broly instead. Paragus can tell that this kid is a Saiyan though. I mean, the tail's there, it's pretty obvious. But who is this kid and what is he even gonna do against Broly? In base, Goten and Broly actually seem pretty even at the moment, and that comes as a huge shock to Paragus, not really to everyone else there. How is this kid on the level of Broly? Broly's anger continues growing as he goes further and further into his wrathful form, growing stronger and stronger. And eventually, Goten does need to bring out Super Saiyan. But even then, with his immense potential, it's more than enough to actually counter Broly. And Goten's having a lot of fun with this. This is an opponent that's on his level. See,
yeah, how strong they got these niggas?
Weird position. Of course, he has the amazing potential that both Goku and Gohan have. Actually, a little higher than Goku's because he is a hybrid. But the thing is, he is a kid. He has less years of experience. So while he is incredibly powerful, well, he's not as powerful as Goku or Gohan.
I mean, Broly ain't got no experience.
He's stronger than pretty much anybody else that he faces. And it's strange because that makes Broly the perfect opponent for him. Someone who's so far above everybody else, but not really on the level of Goku or Gohan. And Gohan's glad to see this too. He can tell that Goten's thinking the same thing. This is the battle that he's wanted for a while. But how is this fight supposed to end? Broly is not going down. Yeah, Goten might even be a little bit advantaged here, but Broly just keeps getting up. When they think the battle's about to be over, Broly's rage gets him more power, and he gets back into the fight. And Gohan can recognize the power that he's using. Vegeta even comments on it too. Same for Nappa. That's the power of a grade ape that he's utilizing. He's completely unhinged and he's just going to go stronger and stronger with rage. But they don't want to kill Broly. They don't have a reason to kill him. Vegeta and Nappa even tell Gohan why he's here. And from what Gohan can infer, Broly doesn't seem to be the one that's actually initiating this fight. It was Paragus. He basically pushed Broly into this. And for all they know, Broly is actually a pretty decent guy. Goten keeps on knocking Broly down, but he just keeps getting up. And it's not that bad for Goten because he just continues doing this. But it just makes Broly angrier and angrier. And even without Paragus' death, Broly is able to go Super Saiyan. Paragus tries to electrocute Broly, but at this stage, there's no point in doing that because he's too strong. It's not going to affect him at all. And of course, Super Saiyan isn't too impressive to everybody else as a form. But Super Saiyan for Broly? That's a completely different story. So he is actually incredibly powerful here, and that's going to push Goten even further. He has to go into Super Saiyan 2 and eventually Super Saiyan 3, just so he's sure that he has that advantage. Super Saiyan 3 really does give him that reassurance. And Broly is still continuing to grow and grow. And Vegeta, Nappa, and Gohan notice something strange too. Even Paragus wants this to stop now. He sees Broly's too far gone, and they don't know what he's doing with that remote, but then they put two and two together. That collar around Broly's neck. They could see the electricity coming off it. It's doing nothing to it. And that tells them all they need to know. Just like they thought, Broly's doing this against his will. Paragus is controlling him essentially. Gohan lifts a finger up, launching a laser at Paragus' remote. He curses them out, but Gohan says that's not the way to do it. That's not going to work here, and it's already too late for it. And even if it would work, frankly, Gohan wouldn't want to do it that way. He's sure that Goten can stop Broly. And as he's watching, he tells Goten, don't hold back. He needs to completely knock Broly unconscious. That's the only way to stop this. And he's confident that Goten can do it. Goten turns over to Gohan, giving him a thumbs up. Quickly, he powers up, going into Super Saiyan 4. This whole thing is making Paragus' head spin. First, Vegeta and Nappa have Super Saiyan and a level beyond that. And then this kid comes in who's also a Saiyan and also has access to Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3, which he didn't even know existed. And now he's this, whatever the hell this is. And even though Goten looks completely different in Super Saiyan 4, it's still Goten. He's still a kid, and he has fun with this. Even laughing at the fact that he and Broly are both using a great ape's power. Of course, Broly's completely berserk and has no idea what he's talking about. It's like talking to a brick wall. But it doesn't bother Goten either because Broly just keeps attacking him and Goten takes no damage from it in Super Saiyan 4. He tells Broly thanks for the fight, but he's gonna end this in the best way that he could think of. Just as quickly as he transforms, he ends the battle. With a single punch, Broly is sent flying to the surface below, completely unconscious, as Goten descends down just to make sure he's okay. He didn't go overboard, did he? No, Broly's fine. Alright, good. He de-transforms, giving a thumbs up to Gohan once more. Paragus has no idea what they plan to do next, and he does want to take Broly with him, but he thinks that might be too risky. He doesn't even know if these people will let him do that. He was watching the end of the battle, but he was watching it from a spaceship. With everyone watching the fight, Paragus was able to slip away into his spaceship, trying to escape. Yeah, even leaving Broly here. He's acting pretty cowardly and even leaving Broly behind, unsure of how the other Saiyans or Broly would react if he tried to retrieve Broly. They already knew Paragus was kind of an ass, but this really just confirms it. And Broly is now here. They'll keep him in good hands, though. They'll make sure he can control this and get him down the right path. On Beerus' planet, Whis was letting Goku and Beerus watch this fight. Pretty interesting. Goku sees that guy's also a mutant Saiyan, but kind of in a different way from him. He's glad that Goten got a good fight out of it and was able to solve it. He knew it would be nothing that he had to get involved with. Right now, they're doing something much more important. They're training together. It's such a strange thing for the other gods of destruction to hear about. Why is Beerus training with Immortal? First of all, how does that even work? How is there a mortal that's even on this level to train with? Well, they already kind of have an idea of how crazy powerful Goku is. And with a rival like that, Beerus is only growing even stronger too. He's actually the strongest god of destruction at the moment because he's actually training with someone who's really powerful. With Goku growing at crazy rates as well. The two of them are competing. They're having fun together as rivals, just as he intended when he first sought out the Super Saiyan God. And they're working towards an amazing power. Goku's already displayed this, but he's working on refining it in a different way. While Beerus, he's looking to get it for himself. Ultra Instinct. Their training continues, and soon enough, another threat does pop up, but in a much different way than normal. Moro escapes, barely having the power that he needs. He's heavily weakened, but he feels that maybe he can make this work. The hardest part is escaping, and now all he needs to do is
about Moro.
The Galactic Patrol doesn't head to Earth to try and stop this. There's actually an agent within the Galactic Patrol. It's Maris, and he instead heads to Beerus' planet, knowing that there's a mortal there that's actually pretty powerful, one who already has Ultra Instinct. Maris still is undercover, but he reveals his identity to Goku, which comes as a huge shock to Goku, but more importantly, he's here to describe Moro. Goku says he'll be able to handle this, and Beerus says he will join in if needed, but he doubts it. Goku ends up going to Namek with Maris, with just him alone, and they're confident. This should be overkill. Well, hopefully. As he arrives on Namek, the question is, what is he supposed to do now? He knows Moro could steal his power, so what's the best option here? If he powers up all the way, yeah, it means he could kill Moro pretty quickly, but at the same time, that means Moro could steal a lot of power at once. And if he stays in his base, yeah, he should be okay too, but who knows? Moro might be able to level the playing field while he's in base, draining energy from Goku before he has the chance to attack. And it's a pretty tough decision. If he uses too much power, he's just giving more to Moro. But if he uses too little, well, he's going to extend the time that they're fighting, meaning Moro can get more power. It's a lose-lose situation. But he eventually decides to start out in base, just to not give Moro too much power. But that's the thing. Goku has so much strength, even in base, that Moro is able to absorb enough for him. And by the time Goku does try to transform, well, he's lost a lot of energy. And now Moro's regained a lot. He actually looks a lot more youthful. The energy from Goku, it's incredible. He didn't expect one mortal to have this much energy. The two of them clash, as Moro continues draining more and more energy at a rapid pace from Goku. And at the last moment, Goku tries to activate Ultra Instinct, not allowing Moro to take any more energy from him. But it's already too late. He was able to act quickly enough. Moro's smart. He's cunning. He was able to get energy the second that he knew he had the opportunity to. And that let him even the playing field and now actually get ahead since Goku lost a lot. Similar to Buu and Cell, Goku being so strong here is a double-edged sword. When there's an enemy who could thrive off energy like that, Goku being stronger means the enemy could be stronger too. And in a rare moment, Goku's actually defeated by Moro. Thankfully not killed. Moro leaves him alive, knowing that if Goku rejuvenates, he could just take more energy from him. He'll leave this Saiyan here to rot. And since Goku was the only one on Namek trying to stop Moro, well, he's able to get the Dragon Balls and get his wishes. Okay, this is kind of bad. But Goku's not deterred. He still has more than enough power in store. And thankfully by using this method, he didn't give Moro too much energy. Moro absorbed a lot, but Goku wasn't at his maximum power. He needs to recuperate. First, Meru's goes to Namek, able to evacuate Goku off of it, and then he has to bring him back to Beerus' planet. By the time this all happens, Moro's wishes are done and he's already regained his youth. Whis is able to heal Goku and Goku wants to get right back into the fight. But this time Beerus steps in. He says he's gonna join. He says he doesn't want Goku screwing it up again. But Goku said there was no way around it. In all fairness, Moro's a pretty tough opponent. Him being so strong actually wasn't too helpful here, but he did notice, in that moment that he utilized Ultra Instinct, it was enough. It stopped Moro from taking more energy. But the thing is, he needs more strength in Ultra Instinct too, because with how strong Moro is now, well, even that might not be enough. But Beerus tells Goku, he has been working on a new evolution of power, so he should be fine. He just needs to not hold back. This time he needs to use that power right away. And Goku confirms this with Beerus. Beerus is going to join along too, just to watch, and in case Goku does need the help, he'll be there. Not long after, Moro is on a planet that's been completely drained of energy. Just as they're about to leave, all of his crew suddenly falls unconscious. Somebody attacks, moving so quickly that nobody else could see it except for Moro. He saw it and sensed it. It's Goku. He's back. All the other prisoners fall to the ground as Moro stares down Goku, and Moro smirks. Great. Another snack. He's glad to see Goku healed so soon. But Goku doesn't exchange many words. He remembers what Beerus was saying. He needs to work as quickly as possible here, not being afraid to use his power. And Moro coaxes Goku into using more strength,
Come on,
trying
Goku.
to encourage him to use that power. And Goku asks if he's really sure. Moro hasn't seen his true power, and Moro's confused. He saw that technique Ultra Instinct, and he was able to contend against that kinda. And Goku grins. Moro thought that was his full power? Goku powers up, surrounded by a fierce reddish-orange aura. It's Super Saiyan 4, and Moro's confused. He doesn't sense much strength from this form. But Goku reassures Moro. Trust him, this isn't the end of the power. That aura begins morphing, slowly changing from reddish to purple, becoming incredibly intense, with blue keys swirling into it. The power from the aura alone cracks the entire planet. Thankfully, this was just an uninhabited planet, and it's already dead anyways. But Goku does recognize he doesn't want to needlessly destroy anything. As he continues powering up, he explains to Moro calmly, this is the full power of his Saiyan side, Super Saiyan 4, combined with the full power of his godly training, a technique even the gods of destruction are envious of, Ultra Instinct. The two have come together in harmony, and Moro is frozen in fear. He watches the silhouette of Goku step out of the pillar of aura. It's that same Super Saiyan 4 form, except his fur. It's completely white and silver, just like his hair in Ultra Instinct.
That is prime Ultra Instinct. If you know, you know. On Real Gaming.
Moro sticks a hand out, trying to absorb energy, but he can't do anything. It's almost like Goku's not even standing there. And that's because he isn't. He's looking at an after image. Moro hears someone talking very calmly. It's Goku. It's like his voice is disembodied. He can't even see Goku. Goku says he wishes he could have continued this fight longer, but he knows Moro is too dangerous. He really did want to test out this power though. With one swift attack, he knocks Moro unconscious. Moro wakes up back on another planet. It's Beerus' planet. Beerus was able to round up all the Galactic Stroll prisoners, locking them away for good. And Moro is terrified at the sight of Beerus, but he can't even react in time. By the time he tries to say something, Beerus already seals him away. Moro is too strong to be imprisoned, but at the same time, Goku didn't want to necessarily kill him right then and there. This was a better solution. Alright, now that that's dealt with, Beerus wants to see the true extent of this power. He tells Goku, it's time for them to fight at full power once more. It's been a while since they sparred at full strength, and Goku hasn't utilized this power too much, but it seems he has a control in it now, even using it against Moro. Even though it was overkill and he didn't really get to use it to its fullest. And the two of them are ready. Goku's still at full power, and that fight with Moro didn't really take too much out of him, and he does really want to fight. It was a little bit underwhelming facing Moro, so yeah, he'll fight Beerus right now. He powers back up into Ultra Super Saiyan 4, his unofficial official name for that. And then Beerus powers up, showing off something that he's been working towards for a while. This one's an odd balance for him. His destructive godly energy flares up, with his full power being shown. But at the same time, another side of him awakens. He has to find the perfect balance, a balance between destruction and creation, specifically a calmer godly side of him. On top of his full power, he shows something else that he's recently unlocked. He doesn't look much different from before, but his aura definitely looks different, and there's a slight difference in his eyes. They're closed, and he opens them. They look just like Goku's. Of course, this power is no surprise to Goku, but he's glad to finally have an all-out battle with Beerus between these two forms. Beerus is now utilizing Ultra Instinct to its fullest. As Beerus stands there in front of Goku,
Finale, okay.
Goku's just very impressed.
I know this last part.
Finally, watching Beerus use such a power, and Beerus is just as elated. He's been working so long for Ultra Instinct, and now he'll actually get to have an all-out battle with it. Not only does he have it, that's great as is, but he could actually use it against someone that could face him evenly. That's the most important part. Goku has seen flashes of Beerus using Ultra Instinct, but now he actually gets to fight him, seeing an Ultra Instinct God of Destruction in his full glory. And before these two even fight, their power. It's so unfathomable.
Damn.
Both of them actually, just from them standing there, their power could be felt everywhere on Earth. Even people who can't sense God Ki, they could feel some sort of strange presence or something. They can't really put their fingers on it. On Earth, Vegeta, Nappa, and Broly feel this odd presence. Gohan and Goten not only feel the presence, but they sense the godly Ki. And Gohan smiles, so that's his dad's current power. King Kai could feel it on his planet. Shin and Kibito could feel it on their planet. The power emanates through the Galactic Patrol prison. The presence is overwhelmingly felt on Planet Sea. Any inhabited planet here feels it, even in other universes. Those who can sense God Ki are able to sense it. The Kais, the gods of
Granola story would be
Toppo
crazy.
His presence, and Jiren's surprised to hear this from him. Their power could be sensed all the way over here. The two are powered up to their maximum. Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus full power Ultra Instinct Beerus, with Beerus using the combination of his God of Destruction powers and Ultra Instinct. The power of a destroyer and
Ultra Destruction Beerus. You could have called it that, nigga.
Goku can't breathe in space. A very strange limitation for someone as strong as him, but a simple fix by Whis. A strange presence coats him, and then he feels normal again. Whis tells him he's granted Goku the ability to breathe in space, at least temporarily, essentially having his own atmosphere. Goku thanks Whis, as he and Beerus rise up, floating out of the atmosphere of Beerus' planet, ready for their battle. They're gonna start a little bit restrained at first, just to not accidentally destroy everything. Goku then vanishes, instantly flying across a huge portion of the universe, with Beerus chasing him down. The two streaks of light run parallel to each other. A whitish-bluish light.
That is weird. They can't breathe out of space. Can't Vegeta do
Can be
it?
seen throughout all of space, with some places in between where they intersect.
I heard Vegeta
and those are
could.
the points where Goku and Beerus clash. They're moving so quickly that after images can be
That'd be
seen.
fire.
It's
That'd
not
be a
that
fire
anyone
ass
can witness
animated
the battle
fight too.
anyways because of how quickly it's happening and where it's happening. Wherever they fly through, their auras are bright enough to illuminate everything. The two continue clashing rapidly. Each of them seems even at the moment. When they clash, there's no difference in power. But that's when they clash, because sometimes each of them is able to dodge the other. They are both using Ultra Instinct after all. Each of them perfectly counters and parries the other. But it's an endless cycle of them not hitting each other at some point. So, Goku decides to showcase more power, in order to get more speed so he can actually hit Beerus. But Beerus does the same. And suddenly, they find themselves somewhere that isn't actually where they were before. They're in the world of Void. Whis took them here to avoid breaking stuff in that universe. This was the plan all along. He wanted to let them fight in Universe 7 for a bit, and before things got too bad, he would take them here. Whis is surprised as two other people appear in the world of Void. It's Zeno and the Grand Priest.
Oh,
They knew
shit.
of this fight going on, and Zeno really wanted to see it. It could be pretty interesting to watch, and Whis welcomes them here. In an infinite void of nothingness, the two of them are able to fight to their heart's content. The two power up even further, shaking the entire world of Void. The Grand Priest even comments, wondering if even this realm can contain that power. The two continue clashing with even more speed and power than before. Each time they collide shakes the Void a little bit more than the last time, and that's when they do collide. Beerus starts talking to Goku, telling him he needs to be the next god of destruction. With power like that, he could use it to ensure a better future for Universe 7 and the multiverse. Also, he'll get to have more cool fights like this, not just with Beerus, but with anybody else whom he decides could be a great rival. Goku's still not sure, but Beerus tells him to look at himself. That strength. Is he really even immortal anymore? He's a god already, not just figuratively, but literally. And he tells Goku to think on it, and they get right back into the battle. The battle continues, but it's not even forever. Eventually, a victor is decided. Exhausted, with a decisive final blow, Goku is able to knock Beerus out. That was an incredibly fun battle. One that's rare with someone with a power like his. Fighting someone who's that close to him in terms of power. He knows how much Beerus has been training, and the great powers he had beforehand too. But Goku cemented his position. He's the strongest in the universe. probably the multiverse too.
Oh,
Goku returns to
shit.
Earth, and he has to discuss something with the others. That proposition that Beerus had for him. He doesn't really like the idea of being a god of destruction, but think of it, all the good that he could do. Beerus has continuously tried to convince him here. If he doesn't like how God of Destructions act, he could change that, if he is one. And he's not too sure on the idea. He knows that he has the power to back it up, but could he really be a God of Destruction? That doesn't seem like it. And his family has some points to make. Chi-Chi thinks the idea is really cool, and even if he's not necessarily making money, she'll be married to a god and he'll be happy doing this. That's kind of awesome. It's
True.
a win-win for both of them. Of course, she's considering Goku's happiness too. And the fact that he's questioning it and not just outright denying it means that he might have a good time doing it. He doesn't really want to leave Earth though, but that's the thing. He'll still get to see his friends and family. He'll just have new responsibilities. Hell, he doesn't even need to live on Beerus' planet. He's a god of destruction. He could do whatever the hell he wants. He could still stay on Earth. A much different future is in store for Universe 7 with a different destroyer. And after some hard thinking, discussing with his friends, and some push from Beerus, Goku eventually decides to go for it. An absolutely insane development that amazes the others once they hear it.
That's
Especially
crazy.
the other three Saiyans. They can't believe it. Kakarot becoming a god of destruction. I mean, Vegeta always knew he was incredibly powerful. He had some sort of...
Man, get Vegeta training on the Beerus planet, nigga.
It's this. Also, Goku does get to meet Broly. Interesting. Another new Saiyan out here. And it gets him thinking about the possibilities of being a god of destruction. He'll be able to go around all these different planets, possibly finding even stronger people. People like Broly that they didn't know existed before. It's just like Beerus said. He can continue having these great fights with others, pushing other mortals to become powerful too. But Gohan does have a request. If Goku's gonna become a god of destruction, there's one thing that he needs to do. They need to keep sparring. But before he ascends to true godhood, they need to have a battle as well. Goku was able to fight with Beerus, so Gohan should be able to fight with Goku too. And Goku's surprised to hear this. He knows Gohan's incredibly powerful, but he never even considered it. Gohan's another rival of his, someone who could have similar strength to him. He might not have a technique as amazing as Ultra Instinct, but in terms of raw power, this could be an interesting fight. And
Damn, this nigga just want to fight, don't they?
He's not going to turn down a fight, especially against someone like his own son. And he's interested. It'll be a great way for him to see Gohan's power. He hasn't really gotten to see how much Gohan's grown lately. He knows he has, as well as Goten. I mean, he did watch Goten's battle with Broly from Beerus' planet. And even though Goten's powerful, Gohan's on a new level, due to his really weird circumstances with the whole Gohan Black thing. So, just like with Goku and Beerus, Whis takes them to the world of Void. And of course, Zeno's there as a spectator this time too. This kinda terrifies Gohan, but Goku tells him not to be worried. Zeno just wants to watch for entertainment, and he even laughs to himself. Someday, they'll be past Zeno's level of power anyways. That's a new height to shoot for.
Oh, shit.
Power up. Goku once again goes into Ultra Super Saiyan 4, with Gohan going into Super Saiyan 4 Rose. And Goku gets to really see how much Gohan's grown, now sensing his power at his fullest. And the battle begins. Goku comes to learn quickly. Gohan hasn't just grown in his strength, he has grown in techniques. Goku kinda underestimated him here. Yeah, Ultra Instinct's amazing, but Gohan has his own techniques now. The body that he's using, the one that was used by Gohan Black. We saw that Goku Black was able to inherit powers from Goku, so the inverse is true too. Gohan's able to inherit Zamasu's powers, the magical abilities and techniques of a Kai. One of the most useful of them being the
So he
teleport,
pretty much a Kai.
allowing Gohan to teleport anywhere during battle. They are fighting at immense speeds regardless, but being able to teleport like this, it gives Gohan a little bit of an advantage in terms of movement. Goku's able to dodge a lot of Gohan's attacks, but even when he does, Gohan's able to try and counterattack. He's attacking quickly, fighting offensively, while Goku's dodging quickly, fighting defensively. Every time Goku dodges, Gohan tries another attack, and Goku just has to dodge it again. Gohan's trying to wear him out. And as Goku dodges all these attacks, suddenly, he's attacked from behind too. Blocks Akachi Kachi and fly in from behind him. And Goku's able to destroy them effortlessly, of course, but they serve as a distraction still. He's surrounded by them. At every angle around him, hundreds of blocks of them fly towards him. And Gohan teleports between the blocks, jumping from each one, launching attacks from all different angles like Goku. Goku stands there, dodging everything that's flying towards him, and then feels a strange sensation. He's held there in place. Gohan's paralyzing him. Goku struggles to break free. The two are very similar in terms of power after all. And as Goku tries to break free, he watches as all the blocks fly towards him, closing in on his location, alongside a bunch of blasts that Gohan launched when jumping between the blocks. They all coalesce into one spot, hitting Goku head on, and he can't dodge because he was held in place. It deals a good amount of damage.
Okay.
Gohan lets go with the spell, and Goku then breaks free from everything surrounding him. He seems injured, and he's breathing heavily, and he looks at Gohan, smiling. He should have expected this. Even with a great power like Ultra Instinct, Gohan is still a tough opponent. He's figuring out smart ways to work around that. The battle continues in this realm, with Beerus being a spectator this time, and he's amazed to see this. Of course, he got to experience it firsthand, but watching it again, it's awesome. And Whis looks over at Beerus. He tells Beerus that he'll be under Goku's command soon enough, and Beerus knows. Watching Goku utilize power like this, he knows that the universe will be in good hands. But there's something incredibly shocking about this entire fight. As they watch, they realize something. Goku does have an amazing power with Ultra Instinct, but Gohan has some great techniques of his own. And due to him having higher potential than Goku, he might have actually grown stronger than Goku since they last saw him, utilizing these new abilities that he inherited from the Kais, as well as utilizing his own power, his latent potential and such. The battle continues and Beerus' jaw drops as he watches. Gohan's figuring out more ways to counter Ultra Instinct, just like he did before, and there's a very shocking outcome. Goku's eventually worn out, dropping out of Ultra Super Saiyan 4. He's taken so much damage and used so much power at this point that he just goes to normal Ultra Instinct. Still very powerful, of course, especially in Goku's hands, but it makes the gap so big that Gohan's able to win here. Whis heals them both up after the battle, and Zeno had a lot of fun watching all of this. Universe 7 is definitely in good hands, but he is intrigued by Goku's son, and Goku's not too worried. This will only encourage him to push himself further. As a god of destruction, he does need to maintain his spot, and if Gohan actually is ahead of him, Goku will do whatever it takes to become stronger. And Gohan says
that's crazy. Kai's abilities is able to
continue.
fuck up Ultra Instinct. Alright, that's crazy.
Also master and student. We fast forward a bit, probably a few weeks in the future. Beerus officially retires from his position. He'll stick around, but this is the official end of him being a god of destruction. He does still retain a lot of amazing power after all. Even though he gives up the title, he's still free to do whatever he wants. Well, besides the duties of a god of destruction, of course. He thanks Whis for his millions of years of service and teachings. He was a great teacher and a great colleague, as well as a good friend. Whis tells Beerus to stop. He's gonna make him cry. He sticks out a hand at Beerus, and instead of shaking it, Beerus goes in and hugs Whis. Come on, after millions of years, they're closer than just a handshake. And now, Whis will be Goku's attendant, not Beerus's. It's a bittersweet departure for Beerus, and he could stay in Universe 7, but at least for the time being, he's gonna actually go somewhere else. He's going to Universe 6. He's gonna live alongside Champa in order to help him find his god of destruction for Universe 6. Champa's been thinking the same thing that Beerus did. I mean, they are the same age after all, and he probably wants to retire soon as well. Who knows? Maybe they could find someone just as strong as Goku in Universe 6. Maybe that person hasn't been born yet, or maybe they're already
the Universe 6 chance do got a lot of potential.
Either way though, Beerus is gonna assist his brother. It's not just that though.
It's the tingling in their back.
He's formed a better bond with Champa. As gods of
how they get Ultra Instinct, the tingling in their back.
Too much. Yeah, occasionally they get to see each other, but they bicker too much. They could definitely grow closer, just like Goku and Gohan. Beerus has seen how Goku acts with his family, how close he is with everyone there, and it makes Beerus actually want to seek out the same thing. Goku is able to grow so strong with all those people supporting him, and also is so happy to have all those people around him. And Beerus doesn't want to take that for granted anymore. He's going to form a better bond with Champa. This is his chance. It's not only going to help Champa find his god of destruction, but it'll help him find a new bond with his brother. While everyone's on Beerus' planet, they watch. A small portal opens behind Beerus. He sticks out a hand to Goku, saying that it's been fun. And Goku shakes it. And weirdly enough, he hugs Beerus too, just like he did with Whis. He thanks Beerus for everything. Beerus is taken aback, but then smiles, returning the hug. He's finally found his rival, and was bested. He found that Super Saiyan God, and someone who was even stronger than him. He walks through the portal going towards Universe 6. But he turns back to Goku and Gohan. Just because he's retiring doesn't mean he's losing his power. He smirks, and he tells them he'll be back to fight again.
Oh,
and
shit,
be
okay.
Stronger than before. Hell, maybe he'll bring Champa along too. Maybe Champa will have Ultra Instinct as well. Instead of 1v1, how about a 2v2? Beerus and Champa versus Goku and Gohan. Former gods of destruction.
You get Champa back in shape? Okay.
Universe 7 and his son. He chuckles to himself, lifting his hands behind his head as he walks through the portal casually. The portal closes, and Whis turns over to Goku, wiping a single tear from his eyes, trying to act cordial. Whis taps his staff on the ground, and Goku's attire then changes, looking kind of like what Beerus had. He'd like to formally introduce Universe 7's new god of destruction, Goku. Although, god of destruction isn't really a proper title. That's not who Goku is. This is something completely different. A big change is not just about to happen in this universe, but the multiverse too. Maybe there'll be more gods like Goku soon.
Maybe.
In tune with their mortal side, but also having the power of a god of destruction to back it up. Beerus' planet becomes Goku's planet. Although, just like he mentioned before, he's not going to stay here. His first request to Whis is to take them somewhere. They want to go back to Earth. This planet will be nice to go to from time to time, but it's not going to be their permanent residence. Whis smiles, happy to do this for Goku. Goku's family all stand nearby Whis, as they then all head towards Earth. Goku's planet in this realm sits there, now being temporarily uninhabited. A new future awaits Universe 7, and the future is bright. This is where the story ends.
Yeah. Salad Saiyan, you did a lot with this right here, man. I see what you were doing, man. It's a pretty good story, man. There was a lot going on, bro. I wasn't. They got hella strong. The niggas' potential is fucking crazy. I forgot about Gohan and Goten and shit. But it was a pretty good story, man. Shout out to Salad Saiyan for this video, man. And let me know what other story you want me, what other what if Dragon Ball story you want me to react to, man. Let me know down below. And you like my reaction, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.